subcontinent is changing. It has already changed. It has already evolved in last about 5 to 10 years. Though the ethics and the values are part of our history, part of our system, right from the day one, right from the ancient ages, but now it is evolving in a different manner. The government is also very aggressive on bringing in the substantial laws which take care of the governance, which take care of systematic economic stability and safer capital markets. The laws are also evolving, taking into consideration the investors' approach. Like say shareholders' engagement is one of the important factors which has been taken here in the listed and unlisted entities laws in India and in subcontinents mainly. There is a shareholders' activism also which has been taking care, negotiations and the board representation. The board perception, overall board perception is also changing. The board attributes are also changing. The board independence through bringing in the independent directors, to bringing in diversity, board diversity. These things are happening in the subcontinent. The gender diversity is also been discussed in the boards. The independence of boards has also been discussed, which has recently took away in the laws which have been governed for the corporates. Friends, these laws are changing, and we found that there is a huge number of companies. So far as India is concerned, we have about 15 lakhs odd companies registered in India, and it's a big game for any regulator. It's a big game for any professional to go into deep and evolve on the governance and ethics. So therefore, there are certain challenges also around ensuring the independent spirit among the directors. Though we have the independent directors on the board, but that spirit somehow we need to further bring up. They need to be really independent in a scenario, and the structural changes are also happening in last 5 years. There is a recent change in the regulation so far as remuneration to the independent directors. There is also a need and the challenge around improving safeguards and disclosures in the related party transactions. This is one of the very critical area in the subcontinent. We have the related party transactions and the disclosures. It is mainly in a form of a disclosure, but these challenges are around how to disclose this, when to disclose this, and what to disclose it. So this is one of the challenges which I just thought I should put before you. There are issues in accounting and auditing practices, because the accounting and auditing practices has evolved all the way in last 5 to 10 years. There is a lot of expectations. There is already a auditor rotation which is happening in the listed companies. The more independent auditors we are looking forward to, but still there are a lot of, as well as NAFRA is one of the agency which has been recently formed in India, which is taking care of the auditing regulations. Then improving effectiveness on board evaluation practices. Board evaluation practices has come to India for about 5 years back to the Companies Amendment Act, and still it is evolving. So the board evaluation is in place in many listed companies, but still a lot of things can be done for unlisted entities where there might be a challenges as to implement the board evaluation process. Then addressing the issues faced by the investors in terms of voting and in terms of their dynamics. So there are already proxy advisors who are working, but then this is also one of the kind of a challenge. And the disclosure and transparency related issues. So a lot of disclosures and the transparency have been placed in by the regulators, but still many things can be done around this. And on the Indian part specifically, the recent past, the Companies Act has been changed. It was age-old 1956 Act, which has now become a 2013 Act, and it has just completed 5 years of its existence. What this law recent introduction of the significant beneficial ownership declarations. So we are digging down to a last end, who are the owners, and this is also affecting the cross-border, because you have the investments in India, you have the intermediate subsidiaries around, and then the Indian entities are required to dig down and identify the real owners for investments in India. And this is one of the beautiful piece of legislation, I must say, and this is just likely to be introduced. The forms have already been amended, the regulations have already been amended. The directors in India, and you might have seen this in the recent past, they are required to do KYC compliances. They have to submit certain documents, and thereby they have to identify themselves that they are the real directors. And this particular process has been completed for about 20 lakhs directors in India in about 3 months of time. And this is something very, very good initiative by the government. Further, the compliances as to identification of the registered office, because we don't have the registered office service facilities, and it is an individual company who has to place their registered office. So this registered office identification compliances are also coming in. The company secretaries, the governance professionals, of which the institute I belong to and I head to, has been placed on the senior managerial position. So there is already inclusion of the professionals in the management decision, and this is a very, very welcome stage. So all listed entities are required to place their company secretaries into a senior managerial team, and there is an identified senior managerial team apart from the KMP. KMP is something different, but then this senior managerial positions, they have to be identified and they have to be included. The new insolvency and bankruptcy code, which has put the insolvency process into fast track mode, and it is getting very, very good results. A lot of insolvencies though happening, but it is good for the overall healthy situation of economic development in India. There are also measures which are coming for safeguarding and disclosures into the related party transactions. The GST has already been implemented, successfully implemented. It has started, the government has started, and the entire people of India started getting the benefits out of it. And we look forward to more fastest implementation of remaining provisions of the GST. The single construction permits, has also been introduced recently. There are a lot of digital changes happening around India, where a lot of permissions and licenses you can, by just one click, one application, you can get several permissions. So this is single construction permit is one of the very critical area earlier, but now I think we have achieved some points on this. India, as you are aware, recently the World Bank have identified and upscaled the India, and now we are at the 77th rank so far as ease of doing business, and we have scaled up from 142 rank in 2 years. We look forward to, in the next year, we look forward to, and that is the ambition plan of India, to reach to a level of 50 or below 50. And already this has been one of the very, very important points for cross-border investments. And what in the process, how this institute and all the professionals who have helped upscaling this particular ranking. The starting a business in India is very easy. There is an electronic system, electronic registry, and you can start a business within a week's time, or maybe lesser than that, depending upon your structure of your business. The compliances has been considerably reduced, and all compliances has been electronic so far as the corporate regulator is concerned. There are single application by which, if your company is registered, you can also be simultaneously registered under the income tax and other provisions. So there is no separate application per se required to be made. And earlier there were separate applications. There is a lot of technology support and less burdensome and structured insolvency proceedings. This has scaled up. There are only investment vehicles which has been created, and that is going to be struck down. There is already a movement around that. The subsidiaries and their appropriate governance. So there are cross-border subsidiaries, there are cross-border holding companies. So matching those two regulations is also one of the issue, because we have certain different type of compliances and certain other compliances in the cross-border, and that makes the situation sometimes very difficult. But though more or less harmonization has already been happened. And so all these points I thought I should raise and put forward for the discussion. We can always discuss this. I just wish to conclude by saying around the theme of this particular conference. If you start with a purpose and put all efforts and make a performance, you will surely convert all efforts into values, and everlasting and perpetual values for nation, for society, community, family, for yourself and for your followers. You can set up paths to be followed by many. Hence, have a purpose to create value. Business will follow. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and Jai Hind. Thank you.